Hi.
Welcome everybody to Rocket Town. This is the best place in the game.
I love oppressed people, this song.
It's very sort of rotting pizza, but more upbeat.
It's like reggae.
Yeah.
There's something I just realized. I was doing the artwork for Case of Barrett, and I just realized Rocket Town wouldn't be there when that. Yeah,
The rocket
doesn't
would
matter.
be
The rocket wouldn't be there.
Yeah.
But
Never
you know,
mind.
I bet you dollars to donuts that in its place would be the Hulk of the Sierra,
Mhm.
sitting exactly where the rocket was, right behind Sid's house.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the man who was so insane as to build a car in, pretty much like right off his bathroom.
Yeah, how does he plan to get it out?
I don't think he planned on getting it out. I think he planned on disassembling it again. It's actually the have you ever heard of the old
Love this guy in the
college prank
bathroom.
where you take a car, disassemble it, and reassemble it inside somebody's office or room?
No.
Sid did it to himself, I think, just to say just to say he could.
When
I
the
call-
rocket lands, where does the rocket land? I don't remember.
What do you mean when the rocket lands?
The
I think
rocket.
exactly the same place, just that.
What do you mean, Tifabelle?
After they go up,
Well, it doesn't land.
doesn't.
It crashes
Yeah.
into meteor and explodes.
Yeah, they pop out in a.
oh yeah, that's right.
They come out in a little skate pod, which
The
they
little
said was floating in
right,
the
right,
ocean. But what was I about to say? Oh yeah, I just like how if you come back later in the game, that guy in the bathroom's still there, of course, because none of the towns really changed much. But then if you talk to the guy sitting at the bar, he says, "I don't know what's gonna happen first: meteor falling or that guy coming out of the bathroom." It's like, so what? He's been there for a week.
Yes. He has been in there, and he's had new meals brought in that are making his constipation worse. But it's the only way he cannot pass out from, sheer hunger and exhaustion. He's sleeping there.
And the Yoshiyuki is a badass sword if you can justify the no materia slots.
Yeah.
It has very high attack.
It's also one of the ones that powers up when people are dead, if I remember
Yep.
correctly. So.
The Princess
I think
Guard
it
does
actually,
that too. I'm like, big deal. You never attack with her.
the Yoshiyuki is actually, I think, the best sword to take with you in Wutai because that battle is, again, pretty much no materia unless you've got a ton. And it's very, worth it to kill off your two members, or at least one of them, in that fight, just for the power-up.
Mm-hmm.
Because it powers up for 1 and for 2 down.
Yeah. But yeah, like the Princess Guard does that, but who
Yeah.
attacks there?
Yeah. I mean, and
Except
if
to hear
two
that,
peop-
except to hear that great bonk sound effect.
Yeah, and if people are dead with Aerith, you're not going to be attacking with her. You're going to be going, oh crap, my healer is the only one alive, need some damage soak.
See how they say black cape guy rather than like
Black cloak?
coat? Yeah. I always thought that was like one of those guys in the black capes that you see in Nibelheim rather than Sephiroth.
It probably means either. I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean, I think Cloud always means Sephiroth by it, but I think other people sometimes mean the cloak guys.
yeah,
But maybe
I'm pretty
that's
sure.
how
that's-
Sephiroth's walking around,
That was one thing that I always had problems understanding, especially when I first played. I didn't understand what the clones were and the black
You
cloaks.
already
I was
have
like,
the
I don't get
Cosmo
it.
memory.
Mhm.
You sick freak.
I can't even
Yes,
remember.
give Cloud Cosmo Canyon or Cosmo Memory.
Where do you get Cosmo memory? I can't even remember.
It's in the safe in the
Yeah.
Silver Manor.
Oh yeah.
You get
Yeah,
Odin
that's
the
how I
key
still
and
have
Cosmo Memory.
It's one of the first 4th level limits you can pick up.
Yeah.
Yep.
I haven't
Too
raised...
bad Earthrave is better.
Yep.
I don't think I've raised his limit all the way up yet. Or I probably have by now.
His car.
The car, and an AK-47.
And an AK-47, right.
And I think an M16 in there? I'll have to double check that.
Why the hell is he using a spear? Although,
because
Final Fantasy swords are better than guns, but
well, in Sid's case, it's specifically because he wants that visual pleasure of just stabbing somebody to death. I mean, this is a man who is very much the Gaian equivalent of George Carlin. You know, he wants you to know it's personal.
Mm-hmm. And otherwise, he couldn't be a dragoon.
Yep. He couldn't follow in his father's footsteps.
I've never really liked guns in Final Fantasy. It seems a bit weird. Like Barret, it's a bit different because he's got it grafted to his arm, but people
Then it's
like
okay.
like Laguna, he doesn't seem like a real character, like a real Final Fantasy character, because he has a gun.
Because he
Same
has a
with Irving and
practical weapon.
Vincent. Yeah.
He has a weapon that might actually get him somewhere.
Yeah. I'd actually respect in 13 the gun sword design if it was more gunny and less swordy, but I can understand.
Yeah, but it's definitely an improvement in terms of, gun blade functionality over Squalls. I'm not talking about design or anything, but...
What functionality?
Well, yeah, precisely.
Yeah.
It's a gun.
It actually shoots bullets. It is not something that simply fires off a round into a non-chamber, which is canonically what the gun blades in 8 do. They just fire a round into the metal of the sword. Oh dear monkeys. Yeah.
It's like, why not just stick a vibrator in the sword?
I'm going to install an electric rotary engine and do that just as well. In fact, I'm going to do that better. I can install an oscillating engine too, and that would probably do it even better than that.
It's funny what a rousing theme song Sid has. And it applies later, but when you first meet him, it seems almost odd.
It's very much Baronian. It's like literally the theme of Baron in Final Fantasy IV. It's all about engineering progress.
There's a version of this theme in here that I don't think is on the soundtrack. During the flashback where you, I'll point it out later.
The guitar one.
I'm not too sure. It seems like a bit of a sort of a stripped back version of the theme.
Yeah, I think there's a guitar one on the flashback, but yeah, I don't remember if it was on the soundtrack. It might not be.
Because I was trying to find it actually just to reorchestrate.
Odd that wouldn't be, but I always thought it was strange that the little song that plays when the Sister Ray's firing is on the soundtrack, because it's not really much of anything.
Yeah. Sid's dream of being the first man in space. Such contentions were had with the 10 connection because of that line. People were like, well, why would his dream to be the first man in space if he wasn't? Because they've completely forgotten about having come from space. Their technology was lost 2 millennia ago.
It's always in Final Fantasy. The ancient civilization always has better technology than the modern one. Yeah. For some unknown reason.
At least, technically speaking, in 7, they had their excuse pre-built. Genova.
Right.
In all of the others, they have no excuse. Though they've managed to build in one for Final Fantasy, in that the advanced civilizations pretty much wipe themselves entirely out and now hide as best they can. I don't recall there being one in 2. Literally, Palamecia was just that much more impressive technologically. They weren't resting on any ancient... Oh, we get us some goddamn tea!
I love that his first line's walking.
Yeah.
Just cursing at Shara.
Oh, yeah. Of course, he's cursing at everyone. He's not, people are like, oh, he treats Shara so badly. It's like, yeah, but he's just yelling and screaming at her, which he does to everyone. Even when he's trying to be polite, he's basically,
I know,
God
it
damn
says,
it.
there ain't my hospitality good enough for you.
Yeah.
Baby. This version?
This one? Yeah.
Yeah.
I really like this. I want to get my hands on that. If I can get a MIDI of that, it'd be really nice. I can sort of reorchestrate it with real guitar sounds.
I just thought Sid's character model looks a lot older than his artwork does, because he doesn't look blonde, he looks gray.
Yeah.
You should force Ite to do this with on his guitar. Just whip him a few times.
Yeah, another guitar song is the one when Tifa goes after her mother on the other side of the mountain or whatever it's called.
Let's see, Sid was 27 at this point?
No.
Because this was 5 years.
In the flashback?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's 30. Yeah, Barrett's 35, he's the oldest.
He's 35 at this point in the game, because he starts out at 34. And then almost immediately he becomes 35, because his birthday is literally during the course of the game. Which is actually something that is completely unremarked on the entire time.
Yep.
He has a birthday. No mention of it, not even, a...
No one cares.
He was probably locked up at that time.
Yeah. It's actually... Well, no, because... actually, wait. No, because it was in the... It would be either exactly after they get caught or exactly before they get caught. Assuming it's about a week for, pretty much until they get captured.
Either way, I don't think they'd break out the cake and ice cream.
Oh, no, but you could at least a line of, shit, today's my birthday, Here I am, daughter of 1,000 miles away. What the hell is, But it's all for her. It's all for her, damn it.
I like how willing this engineer guy is to kill Shara.
Yeah. Well, you know what? He's just jealous that, Sid looks at her with lust in his eyes and not him. It's as simple as that. It's pure jealousy.
That's the guy you're going to be playing.
Love the countdown there.
Yep. Well, time doesn't actually mean anything in RPGs unless there's actually a timer on the screen.
And oftentimes it still doesn't.
Yeah, that's true. I've never actually let the timer run out in the first reactor. Do you get a game over?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does it still play the explosion rendered scene and then you get a game over?
Yeah, just without the characters running about.
10 minutes is so generous.
I've heard a lot of people screw it up because they don't realize they're supposed to grab Jesse.
Mm.
Yeah.
And that's basically the only reason they screwed up.
And here's the scene that I think says why it's stupid that Sid is born in Rocket Town, but
Yeah. I'm just assuming that they mean the area, because
yeah.
there has to be some sort of support network in place for
Yeah.
a rocket to
Yeah, I mean, I always
exist.
just assumed it was the engineers that worked on it and then just decided to live there.
Yeah, I mean, literally,
Several months, at least.
yeah. The Rocket Town area was probably like Cape Canaveral is now. It was nothing until the rocket program was there. And so I figure that the houses that everybody lives in now are basically just you know what, we might as well build them now, but there's more towns somewhere else. Ain't my...
Put his feet on the table.
It's his table.
Damn it.
Lard ass.
See, this is one character that I don't think would work as he is in a remake. I think,
Well, it
He's a
might be a
bit
little weird if he was
too
just
kinda-
bouncing left and right.
yeah.
Oh, he'd be fine. It's mostly the way he leaves the story that
Yes.
they need to work on.
Yeah.
I love the fact that he's objecting to fat and not the 8-character string that they had to censor.
Yep.
Wonder what that word is. It's not
it-
bastard.
Yeah, probably fuckhead or something like that. Put in extra lard.
Don't forget the Lord.
That's another tough thing for the remake.
Yeah.
Either
the
you
cursive,
actually bleep
yeah.
you either bleep the dialogue or tone it down.
Yeah.
I mean, or keep it for real, but they're not going to do that.
No,
I think they would tone it down.
No, you have to explicitly just bleep it. And then you hang a lampshade on it, and just people wonder, what the hell was that noise? Sometimes your only refuge is Audacity.
Yeah, or you could do those like
That one was fuck it.
live sound bleeps.
Yeah.
Like Seinfeld used to do that a lot.
Hmm.
Like a car horn or something.
Yeah.
Well, between Barrett and Sid in
Yes.
in case of Barrett, I think there's quite a lot. Well,
Yeah, they cursed in that one.
Oh yeah.
not a huge amount, but it's enough.
Well, I think some of them they would leave in, but I think it would be less.
Well, I mean, I'm
offensive.
sure the ones that they don't censor, they could keep in.
Mm.
So, I mean, they can say shit, I guess.
Well, by the time they make a remake, like all those kind of words will be all right by society.
Right. I mean, even in the voiced days of Final Fantasy, Sid's probably still the most vulgar for his speech in Dirge of Cerberus, which isn't much, but it's more than
Yeah.
most do.
Yeah.
His whole drag you back from hell and kill you again speech.
Sid was by far the best thing in that game. But,
Yup.
I mean, granted, that could be damning with faint praise, but he was just genuinely awesome.
Go kick some deep ground ass!
I like
The
his
real-
line in this. Hold on to your britches and don't piss in them. That's the best one.
I love Sid.
Best one.
I love his line in AC, "You went off my ship, then jump."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do it, you can too, fuck damn it. I actually do think that he thinks that jumping is, no big deal for people other than him. He just, completely lost his frame of reference.
A little bit of a Kefka move there.
I like how he falls on his ass in between every hit
Yeah.
and gets back up to be hit again.
People cite, Tifa throwing Ultima Weapon as Tifa's most impressive feat of strength. I think lifting Palmer off the ground is more impressive.
Yeah.
Because damn, that's one fat bastard. Actually, that's something that they missed out on in Dirge of Cerberus. Oh, Fury ruins your accuracy rating.
Oh yeah, that's right.
No, they missed out on having an actual Mako gun in the game.
Yeah.
I didn't think Fury had a negative effect. I wasn't sure.
It does. Well, it's so SAD reduces your limit growth, but increases your accuracy to a certain degree, and Fury is the exact opposite.
I thought it was just your defense. I thought Fury lowered your defense and Sadness raised it or something. And the way he dies is silly. That would have been a much more violent way to go.
Oh yeah. Well, that one was the Wonk.
So ridiculous, doesn't he? And it's a Shinra truck.
And I assume it's the
Out
truck
of
coming to
nowhere.
pick up the tiny Bronco, I guess.
Yeah.
That's
But
what I
no,
was thinking.
the great thing about his fake out death is that it's literally the Raiders of the Lost Ark rotating plane thing. Because if
Yeah.
you'll notice, the Bronco has wing, literally just like that plane. It has wing rotors. For really, and it's almost exactly the same shape too.
I always like this song. And how when it looks like it's gonna fly for a bit, it plays the high wind music.
Yep.
Man.
God dang you, dumbasses! You're gonna steal my plane. Let me steal it with you.
Where are all the other characters?
Yeah, I don't know what to
point.
do.
They're holding by the skin of their teeth onto the very tail rudder.
I remember when I was toying around with my novelization, I did something, but now I can't remember where I had everyone else being. He's just dangling.
Really inefficient boat.
Do whatever
Um,
you want.
What are you gonna do?
It is kind of a silly suggestion on Cloud's part. It's rather optimistic of him, though.
Hey, if we're not sinking, we can use this boat.
Have we mentioned anyone you hate yet?
Yeah, sure. It's not like I got anything
'Cause
better
that's how
to
we
do. I'll
pick up
join your
all of our
rebellion.
members.
Yeah. Yeah. What the hell? Sign me up. I actually like Sid's motivation in a way. It's just, what the hell? I'm kind of mad at
Numbskulls.
everyone. Yeah.
Like how Cloud misspells numbskulls.
I like it.
Oh, there, so does Sid.
Now, I really love characters with very sort of simple motivations. One of my favorite ones was, and I say this way often, is Tales of Eternia Reed, whose motivation from the start of the game to the end is exactly the same. It's just the scope that he has to deal with in getting where he is to his motivation, to his goal.
And the tiny Bronco, and that's the end of the video.